A very good morning to you and welcome back to the show. This is, of course, the Chat Wrap on Relax Radio. And guess what? I have so much to share with you, especially information that you are absolutely going to want to know. So make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio, the Chat Wrap on Relax Radio. Go ahead and share your thoughts and opinions with me as well. The number to call me is 07852 Go ahead, hit me up, or let me know what's going on because I would absolutely love to hear from you. With that being said, I also want to remind you that you can be a part of this conversation right here, right now. And all you gotta do is leave a comment down below. We do have a lot of things that I need your opinion on. Okay, we're going to be talking about a few controversies with regards to the vaccine booster, the COVID-19 vaccine booster, especially in the UK. And I want to know where you stand. What is your perspective? Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Go ahead and let me know either by calling me up or by leaving a comment down below. All right, let's get on into the conversation. Now, basically, the reason I wanted to talk to you about this is because a UK COVID vaccine booster scheme is apparently going to take place. Okay, it's supposed to start next month. That's September, according to the health secretary. And apparently there's this whole scheme that's going to give all adults in the UK a vaccine booster, okay, to make sure that the vaccine is going to work better. It's basically a third jab. Okay, now of course a lot of people have a lot of questions with regards to this. A lot of people are asking, well, why should I take it? Is it even necessary? I already got to. What is it going to do for me? And that's just a lot of questions with regards to the COVID-19 vaccine. And what I'm going to do within the next couple minutes is to try to clarify to you some of these questions to the best of my ability. And I want you to join in on the conversation. Like I always say, we absolutely value your thoughts and opinions. So go ahead and let me know what you're thinking by leaving a comment down below or heading over to our social media, that is Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Periscope, whatever it is. Head on over to our social media and drop us an inbox message, and we will get back to you whenever as soon as possible. Basically, we'll get back to you right here, right now. So go ahead, get on board the show. All right, with that being said, so the reason, basically Minister Sajid Javid has actually said that he was uncertain of the exact date that the government is going to start this vaccination and immunization's final, I would say, step or process. But apparently, according to the health secretary, the most vulnerable, and I quote, okay, most vulnerable individuals are going to be offered the third jab first. Okay, however, there's a lot of uncertainty, and it's very unclear whether the booster scheme will be for all adults or will it be just for the more vulnerable groups, because it has not been specified. Of course, our health secretary, the UK health secretary, Mr. Sajid Javid, actually said it's going to be offered to the most vulnerable at first, but I don't know if that means the entire community, just first the vulnerable individuals, or is it going to be just for the vulnerable individuals? Now, with regards to the controversy, okay, I feel like with this booster program in place, a lot of people have a lot of opinions. Of course, everybody has their 2 cents to offer on social media, and I've read a couple of this, and I think a lot of the proponents to this booster jab or third jab, if you might, are saying is that, okay, it's going to ensure the integrity of the vaccine and it's going to help save lives or whatnot. But a lot of other people I've seen on Twitter and social media, a lot of other people are arguing, saying that the UK adults have gotten vaccines, so they don't need another vaccine booster program, and we need to send it to other countries who haven't even gotten their first dose. Okay, so that's basically like controversy that exists. And to understand this better, I want to answer a few questions that you probably have with regards to this whole vaccine booster program. And I think the first question that I do want to answer is, what does the current UK COVID booster program look like? Okay, so I feel like the answer to that question definitely depends rather on who you ask, because the Joint Committee on Vaccination and Immunization says that it basically advises the government on like vaccine policies, and it says basically this committee hasn't actually given their final advice yet. But like I told you before, on Tuesday, that was a few days back, Health Secretary Sajid Javid said that over 50s were likely to be offered a booster at the same time as a flu jab, with the program expected to begin in early September. So that's basically what you need to know. And I also want to talk about how almost 3 million UK young adults are still unvaccinated. Okay, we're talking about booster jabs, we're talking about the third jab, when a lot of the people in the UK, young adults rather, haven't even gotten their first two jabs. So let's talk about this a little bit more right now, though we're going to be heading on over into a little break. So make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio. Hello again, and welcome back to the show. I am Jamie, and this is, of course, the Chat Trap on Relax Radio, the show where we trap you with the best of conversation. So make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio. We do have a lot of things that we want to share with you, and we talk about a wide variety of things. Okay, from international news to local news to entertainment, gossip to pop culture, travel, business, tech, current affairs, anything that you need to know. We keep you informed here on Relax Radio. So make sure that you keep it tuned all throughout. And it's really hard to take in information these days, especially because we're all so busy with our families, our education, with our jobs, and it's really hard to stay on top of things, right? Well, you got nothing to worry about, because as long as you keep us on in the background while you cook or while you work or while you study, you are going to be able to get the most, valuable information, and you also get to be informed about everything that's going on. So make sure that you download our app. It's available absolutely free of charge on iOS and Android. So download our app so that you can take us with you wherever it is that you are going. All right, we've been talking about the COVID vaccine, the UK vaccine booster scheme, which is apparently likely to start in September. And I told you how the UK Health Secretary, Mr. Sajid Javid, actually said that it's going to be offered to the most vulnerable. Okay, and of course, when asked about the scheme, of course, the details to it, the most specific details are, of course, unknown as of yet. But of course, there's the only kind of details that have been released is that there is definitely going to be a booster program that's in place. Who gets it? If it's all adults, or if it's just the most vulnerable communities or nobody's very sure as to who exactly gets it. I want to know what you think. The booster jab? Do you think the entire community, all adults, need to get it, or do you think it's just something that could be enough for the older community of UK? I want to know what you're thinking. Go ahead and leave a comment down below, or feel free to call me on 07852 473 473. Also, with that being said, what's crazy is that the Oxford jab chief actually criticized the UK COVID booster plan. Okay, so according to the head of Oxford vaccine group, they said that the doses need to go where they can have the greatest impact. Okay, so like I told you, there's a huge controversy that's going with regards to this COVID booster scheme, because a lot of people are saying, yes, it's good, we need to help save lives, but other people are saying, no, it needs to go outside of the UK, where people barely have got any jabs and where COVID is at its worst. And of course, the head of Oxford vaccine group is also saying that, the COVID doses need to go where they can have the greatest impacts and to protect the unvaccinated people abroad. Okay, so the UK itself currently has no reason to panic, because the rates basically are very well managed compared to the rest of the world, a lot of other countries in the rest of the world. And that's basically the controversy that's going on. I want to know what you're thinking. Are you a proponent when it comes to, or do you agree to this whole booster program, or do you not agree? Do you think that there are other people who deserve it better, since a lot of the adults in UK have actually gotten their COVID vaccine jabs? Whereas I also want you to remember that about almost 3 million of young adults in UK are still unvaccinated. That is definitely something that people need to start talking about, and we need to start giving our young adults the vaccine as well. Go ahead and let me know what you're thinking, because I would definitely love to know your thoughts and perspectives. 07852 473 473 is the number to call, or you can leave a comment down below. Connect with me. Let me know what's going on, how your day is going. And I know there's a lot of you that's listening in from around the world, so I want to know what the COVID situation is like, of where you're from. Are you okay? How is it going? Go ahead and let me know. With that being said, we're going to head on off into a little break. When I come back, though, a lot more interesting things await. So make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relaks Radio.
We've seen it, right? If an owner of a large public traded company does something wrong, irrelevant of what that company does or how valuable that company is, the stock generally falls into a pool of nothing, right? Because in a public company where the stock is traded openly on the stock exchange, the value of that stock is driven by supply and demand, it's driven by emotion, it's driven by news, it's driven by quite a lot of variables over and above the actual accounting or total net worth of that company. I mean, we've seen it, right? If an owner of a large public traded company does something wrong, irrelevant of what that company does